What's going on, everybody? Alright, so yesterday I did a video with Zelda. Um, she is our pewter female. She's still young, but I had all intentions on doing Ezekiel, but as I mentioned, he was in full shed. So checked on him again today, like I do. I check on them all pretty regular. But anyhow, checked on him today, and Ezekiel shed. So here he is. This is Ezekiel. Ezekiel, say hello to the people. Ezekiel says hello. He was sleeping when I got him. So he is a Mystic Pewter. He is a very handsome young man. Look at that pattern. So I'm hoping to pair him to Zelda in the future and to my adult Mojave female. Hopefully he'll put on a few more grams and be actual size to breed. He'll still probably be kind of small, but hopefully he'll be able to breed this coming up mating season. That's the goal. And if I pair him to Lucille, there will be plenty of opportunities for several different kinds of snakes. I can't remember exactly what they all are, but if they look anything like this guy, they'll be beautiful. He is a beautiful, beautiful snake. I don't know if I can get him to straighten out a little bit here. Let's see. I don't know if you can hear the mice making all that racket over there. There he is. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that snake is. Yes. He's a handsome young man, that's for sure. They all seem to like my watch for one reason or another. I haven't figured out yet. They all wrap around my watch, and every time it vibrates, they act like they get a little skittish. So I don't know what that's all about, but he's just a beauty. Again, he is a Mystic Pewter, is what he is, a Mystic Pewter. The Mystic gene is something that I don't really see a lot of, not around here anyway. But he, I don't know if you can make out, I don't know if the camera's doing justice good to his pattern, but he is a very good eater. He has yet to turn down a meal. Even when he was in shed, I offered and he ate. So that's a good thing. I'm glad that he's a good eater and not a picky eater. With ball pythons, sometimes they can tend to go off feed for a little while. So I'm glad that he has yet to do that. He was pretty good size when we got him. We picked him up from a local pet store here, and he actually, I didn't know at the time, but he actually came from a breeder that we know pretty well now. This is one of from her stock, so we picked it up unknowingly that it belonged to her. So we're happy to have him as part of our family. We're all excited about him and the possibilities that he brings to this house. And regardless if he's able to breed or not, he's just a beautiful, beautiful snake, and he makes a fantastic addition to the family. I think so. Him and Zelda, the one I showed yesterday, they look very similar. There are a few differences. He's got a little more black outline to him. than she had. And of course, he's a good bit bigger than she is. He might be twice her size. But she's still young. She's still juvenile, I believe. So she's still got some growing time to do. Let's see. We haven't had anything new really to talk about. My boa, he's still waiting to shed. I don't know. It could just be us, or it could just be him. But it seems like the breeding, or not breeding. I'm sorry. The shedding time takes a little bit longer for him. I don't know if that's all boas. He's our first boa, so we got him as a juvenile, and plan on raising him up for us to be able to handle him as frequent as we can. So I know they're slow growers, but it seems to take him a while to shed completely. Maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks to actually shed. His eyes will go blue or foggy looking, and they'll stay that way for maybe 2 days, day and a half, 2 days, maybe longer. I don't know. Then he'll shed out. Then his eyes will clear up, and his body, his scales will look different. They'll look kind of foggy, like you would expect for one to be in the shed. But we're still waiting on that. The female hognose has yet to eat, but tomorrow will just be the actual 1 week period that we've had her. We just got her last Wednesday. So we've offered twice. She hasn't eaten yet, but I'm sure that has a lot to do with her settling in. Today, we got her out for a little while today, and she's a lot more calm today than she has been, so I feel like she's settling down a pretty good bit. The male hognose, he's always curious. He's out and about all the time. So I don't know if you guys know this or not. I'm sure if you're snake people, you do know this, but the hognoses that we have are, how do they say, diurnal. So it means they come out in the daytime. They spend the majority of the time out hunting prey in the daylight hours, and then the ball pythons and the boa are, pretty much nocturnal. They come out at night or when the sun goes down. Corn snake doing funny things over here, but yeah, I believe the corn snakes are the same way. Not 100%. I need to look into that. I think they're nocturnal animals as well. So are the leopard geckos that we have. They're the same. They're nocturnal. So it's really cool to have two that are out in the daytime. When you're awake, you can kind of see them instead of waiting till nighttime to get them out or to look at them or whatever it is that you want to do. So it's good. It's good to have them out. It's good to see them. It's good to hang out with them. Let's see what else. Still no more babies as far as rats or mice go. We have the 3 now. They just opened their eyes a little bit today. The 3 rats. So they are, let's see, they are 2 weeks old exactly today. So they're hopping around pretty good. Their eyes are just barely open. They're still nursing off the mother. So it shouldn't be much longer, I don't think. I think maybe 5 or 6 weeks, and they don't, that's when they can be weaned away from the mother. But that's the plan. So we're gonna let those 3 grow and pair with others. We have to sex them to see what they are, male or female, and then we'll pair them up with the others, and hopefully they'll be able to produce for us as well. And like I said yesterday, the goal is to be self-sustaining as far as feeders go for the snakes. We want to be able to not have to go to the pet store once a week and spend $30 or $40 or $50 buying feeders. Instead, once a month to buy, rat feed and mice feed. So that, it's a lot cheaper that way than, I want to say the box of feed that we get is like $20 maybe. And you can we mix in a little bit of dog food with our pellets that we get, and they like both. So they eat them all. They don't complain. I guess they're rats, right? They'll eat anything. So that's, I'm sure you can hear them. You probably heard them in yesterday's video clicking. They're drinking, and then you can hear them chewing on the food. So they'll be chewing and drinking and making a bunch of racket over there. Hopefully it doesn't interfere too much with the video. But tomorrow I will be doing my normal ball python. His name is Link. I'll be doing him tomorrow. I'll have a video up for you guys on him tomorrow to introduce you guys to Link. I say that they're all my favorite, right? But he's definitely my favorite one. It's kind of funny because people say he's just a normal, but he's probably got the best temperament of all of them. In my opinion, he's got the best temperament of all of them. So, with that said, I guess I'll end this video here, and I will see you guys on the next one. See ya.